Okay, so today's topic is how do I afford my photography and filmmaking gear as a teenager? So for those of you who don't know, I am 17 years old, I'm still a teenager, and I am in my senior year of high school. I graduate in June, I think. Yeah, I think it's June, somewhere around there. And yeah, I do photography and videography as kind of my hobby for now because I'm still in school. So today I'm going to talk about how I afford all my camera gear as a teenager and how I've been making money along the side of school, as well as the camera gear I have. So it's kind of like what's in my camera bag plus how do I afford what's in my camera bag, if that makes sense. I've never really done a sit down video where I just talk to the camera, so I guess I'll just start with my first piece of equipment and go over how I bought it and stuff. So the first thing is my camera bag. It is this bag right here. I actually was using my school bag for the longest time for all my camera gear, but I started acquiring a bit more, so I thought, oh, I better get a camera bag because I didn't want the stuff to like knock around against other stuff I had in my bag. So I got this bag right here. Is the Tarion M-02. I don't know the exact name. I was watching, I think it was YC Imaging's video from like a couple years ago, and he recommended this camera bag, and it was super cheap on Amazon. I think it was like 70 bucks on sale or something. So I recommend this. For the amount of time I've been using it, so far it's been pretty good. Super reliable. There's not a ton of space for your lenses and stuff, but it's really good for me because I don't have a lot of equipment, but I have just enough that I need a camera bag. So there's not actually really anything in here. Obviously my main camera's filming the video. I'll go over that in a sec, but we got some dust puffer, some lens cleaner, and then some cleaning pen and a microfiber cloth. I also bought this on Amazon. It was like a camera cleaning kit for like 13 bucks or something. So that's what's in the main pocket for now. I usually fit a lot more stuff in there. It's just because I'm filming and I have organized all my stuff for this video. So I never organize anything. On this side pocket we have a bunch of stuff actually. So we have a ND filter, variable ND filter for my 35mm lens because that's what I shoot most of my B-roll on. And I'm planning on getting a stepping ring so I can go from this to that lens because those are the two main lenses I do most of my video on. So yeah, I have this, very essential for filmmaking. I have 2 rolls of Fuji Superia Extra 400 film. I've been getting into film photography a bit lately. In this pocket we have more camera cleaning equipment. Well, kind of, not really. Oh shoot, what was that? We have 2 microfiber cloths that are packaged up. I don't know why they package it. I have so many microfiber cloths, man. If you're a photographer or filmmaker, I'm sure you can relate. You just have microfiber cloths lying around everywhere, or you don't have any because you just lose them all. I have another one that fell on the floor, and then I have, I don't know what this is, lens tissue. It's supposedly tissue for your lens. I've never used that in my life or even heard of it, so I just use the microfiber cloths they give me. Yeah, so that was the camera bag, and now let's move on to my main camera. Obviously, I am filming with my main camera. It's the Sony a6300 with a Rode Video Micro on top and a Manfrotto Pixie Mini tripod. So the tripod was like 30 bucks, and it was like a gift to me from a friend years ago when I was just getting into photography. The mic is a Christmas gift from a relative. The camera strap, I forgot to mention the camera strap. The camera strap is also a Christmas gift to me from my family. And then the camera plus the lens I'm using. So I'm just using the kit lens, and the camera, I bought that myself. I saved up a bunch of money from doing like summer job a couple summers ago. It was like 700 bucks used. Yes, I bought it used because I can't afford a new camera. Here in Canada, this camera would be like 1,200 new with the lens, but I got it for 700 with the lens, and there was nothing wrong with the camera. So in my opinion, that's a steal, and I'm super happy with the purchase. Probably the best filmmaking and photography purchase I've ever made. Not to mention it also came with 3 batteries, which is really good because batteries are super expensive. They're not the first party ones, but they're still batteries. So moving on to the lenses for this camera, I have the kit lens, as I mentioned, the 35mm f1.8. It was like 600 bucks. I saved up a bunch of money again for this. All of my lens and camera purchases have been like 5 months of me just saving up money for that specific thing. Like, by no means am I just going around buying camera stuff. And then my other lens is the Sigma 56mm f1.4. I mainly use this for photos because there's no stabilization in it. So yeah, this was another 600 bucks out of the bank, which is so expensive for me. Next, I have a battery grip. I think I got this as like a birthday gift. not the first party one, because the first party one was like $100. This was like $40 off Amazon. I have a light, the Aperture MC. It's currently lighting the scene right now. This was a Christmas gift to me as well, and it was on sale, so I don't know how much it was, but usually this is like $150 in Canada. This is what the light looks like. That's probably really bright for you, but yeah, as you can see, this is what I've been using to light my scenes, and I just put it on my desk over here. So that's pretty much all I have for my Sony. Moving on to my next digital camera, which I still have. It was the camera I had before I got my Sony. It is the Nikon D90. This is from like 2008, so it's pretty old now. Super reliable camera. I love this thing to death. I was thinking of selling it, but no one really wanted to buy it. And honestly, I'm fine with keeping it too, just because it has so many memories. It was like $300 or $400, and then I bought a lens as well, which was like $80. So yeah, good deal. I've taken some great photos on this, and if you're getting into photography, I definitely recommend a DSLR camera like this. This is my favorite lens for that camera right here. It is the 18-70, and I really like this lens because it's just all around. The aperture range is not the best. I think it's like 3.5 to 4.5, but still I took some great shots on this lens. And actually, when I was using that camera, I didn't really know how aperture affected my photos and stuff, so I kind of just set it on auto mode most of the time. And I was like, oh, the photo's blurry, I guess I just can't take a photo here. But little did I know, I just had to adjust my ISO and aperture and stuff. I definitely recommend learning that earlier than I did. Here we have the battery grip. Again, this is third-party battery grip because first-party ones are so expensive. So yeah, that is all the stuff I have for my Nikon. Next, let's move on to my film camera. This is my most recent purchase. I just bought this like 2 days ago for $125 with 2 lenses. So this is the camera right here. It is the Pentax ME Super. I haven't really used it much. I shot with it once. I shot like 1 roll of film with a couple of friends, and I haven't got the photos back yet. Apparently they're supposed to be ready at the end of the day today, so I'll probably pick them up then or tomorrow after school. So yeah, it's a good camera. It came with the 50mm f2 and the, what is this? The 35 to 135 f3.5 to 5.6 macro lens. So that's pretty good. I don't really use macro lenses or zoom lenses for that on film cameras, especially if the aperture is not below 2.8. I don't know, kind of a weird thing I do, but I just like having my aperture below 2.8 so I can get that nice crispy depth of field. And then actually, funny story, my grandpa, he gave me this lens with this 2x teleconverter a couple years ago now. He was like, oh, maybe you can sell it. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely sell it because I have no Pentax cameras at all. So like, I don't even know what I'm gonna use this for. Never really was able to sell it because the camera stores weren't really taking anything like this, so I kind of just kept it. And then recently in photography class, we were shooting film, like you get introduced to black and white film photography. They had Pentax cameras, and I was like, hey, maybe I'll bring this lens and I'll try it out. And it actually fit on the camera, so I was like, oh, if I buy a film camera, maybe I should buy a Pentax, that way I can use this lens. And just so happens I found a really good deal on a Pentax camera, so I bought it. And this lens is the, what is it? This lens is the 35 to 70 f3.5 to f4 with, yes, the 2x teleconverter, so it basically magnifies your focal length ×2. So yeah, that is pretty much everything I have in terms of camera gear. A lot of the small stuff, as you probably noticed, was gifts from family members, and I'm super grateful and thankful to have gotten those things. They have definitely helped me out quite a bit. And yeah, I've just saved money wherever I could, and I've put it towards cameras and lenses, and that's how I've kind of acquired all my stuff. And man, I can't believe I'm almost done high school, so I thought, while I still have the chance, why not make this video? Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys got inspired to go shoot. But yeah, that's it for today, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.